Hi there, this is Ronnie coming at you with a video. This Sunday I am going to be running my first, well, it's not technically running the first session of my True 20 game. It's going to be what's politely become known as Session 0, character creation. I didn't want to do pre-gens for this because I want the players to be invested in the characters. I haven't used the True 20 system before. If people have watched my video about the setting, it's modern horror, and it really is the kind of settings I usually would have used Cult for. And the reason I have not used Cult is essentially sort of a couple of reasons. Firstly, this game is going to be run at my friendly local gaming store, and it's going to be run on a Sunday afternoon. And there's a lot of foot traffic. It's in a area of Hamilton which gets a lot of passers-by and so on. And it is a cafe, albeit, you know, gamers there's lots of games and all the rest of it, but it's a cafe. Also the fact it's Sunday afternoon, which means there's going to be a lot of kids around. Or could be. I think there's going to be like a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament or something on at the same time. Or Netrunner or something like that. So there's going to be young people there. The upshot is I can't bring Cult. Whilst the game system for Cult is quite simple. It also only uses a D20, although it's a roll low rather than roll high. The artwork is very much for mature readers. Even the cover's quite, you know, in your face. And it really wouldn't be appropriate for me to bring that rulebook, as much as I love the system. Which left me with having to come up with something a little lighter. Not in terms of overall story, more in terms of description. I'm not going to be quite as lurid with the descriptions. I don't think I can. You know, I think I can keep the descriptions fairly PG-13 whilst having a nice sort of psychological tint to the horror. The other reason for using True 20 is that, having decided not to use Cult, I was left with essentially two possibilities for running this game. Either I use Savage Worlds, for which I also have the Horror Companion, or I use True 20. Now, I've used Savage Worlds and I like it a lot, but I have used it and I would probably use it again quite happily. But I wanted to try something new, and I thought this was a great way to get True 20 out of my system, sort of try it, see how it works. I'm especially interested in using it because I still want to try and use it as a one-shot on Google Hangouts. So it'd be a nice way of getting used to the system, so I'm not floundering completely when I do that. As for the game itself, as I say, it's modern horror. I'm looking for the players. I'm hoping one of them, well, I'm going to pretty much nudge that one of them play an investigator. And by that, I don't mean a PI. I'm really looking for someone to play a detective or sort of FBI agent, someone, so, you know, like that, some actual law enforcement. Maybe a journalist would be funny as well, psychology professor and so on. We'll see how many players I get. I mean, I may get none. The other thing I'm reading up on the True 20 system in sort of prep for this. I like the system very much. There is a mechanic, because I've got the revised edition and it has the fantasy, sci-fi, horror and modern settings in the back rather than actual settings. It's just like general information on how to run those kind of genres. Usually when I've done videos about True 20, I've kind of railed against the fact that they did a modern section, but actually it's going to play in my favour here because there are some different sort of law enforcement types. And sort of, you know, journalists and soldiers and so on. So that would be good. There is a sanity mechanic. There's 2 or 3 kind of ways that you can run a sanity mechanic. I'm going to go with the first one and just make it a willpower save. And I'm not even going to go to the point of actually having a sanity save. It will just be a willpower save. It's simple, it's quick, everyone knows what they're doing. And everyone can go with that. So that's going to happen on Sunday afternoon. My hope is that when I come back Sunday evening, I will do another video and let you know how the session went. Hopefully there will be something to report, because there's every possibility that, you know, the only thing I'll have to report is I went, nobody showed. But, you know, here's hoping. So that's it for now, and hopefully on Sunday I will be back and we'll be able to tell you how the session 0 went.